Alright, hello guys, Grumpy here. We'll get started in just a little bit. Alright. So I decided to stream some of the in-between outfits of fight. That way you guys get the edited versions of the videos which just contain the lessons, and then a little bit behind the scenes so you can see like how the sausage is made and like see my moment to moment decisions. So I think in this way you get the best of both. I'm gonna raise the volume actually a little bit. So we'll go ahead and get started. I think I did something wrong. I don't see my stream on YouTube. Oh, no, it's working. Okay. Yep, it's working. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get started, and then people can filter in as they will. Alright, so the outlines of today's stream are pretty straightforward, just like the last time. We have 4 goals. Those being, if I can pull it up really quickly. One second. Posts. Okay, so the goals of this stream will be to add at least 2 more cruisers to the fleet, improve the quality of weapons, so that's going to involve traveling to military worlds and checking black markets to make sure that we get the best weapons we possibly can outfit our ships with, and then increase our reputation to cooperative. I believe right now we're at favorable. Right now we're at friendly. So we need to increase this to, I believe, 75 to get to cooperative. And then finally, make sure that we have enough credits available so that we can purchase a capital ship. So I think the best way to tackle a lot of those things are going to be to continue to fight bounties. So I think that's the easiest way to make money. At this point, we're hostile with Tritachyon, so we still can ambush Tritachyon convoys. That's still on the table for sure. We do have to be careful there because Tritachyon does offer pretty nice energy weapons, and we will need energy weapons if we want to outfit things like a champion or the Pegasus, I believe is what it's called. I'm not actually sure. I haven't used the new midline capital ships, but I know that it has energy armaments, so we at some point need to get friendly again with Tritach. Here's the fleet, no changes from the video that went up earlier today. The only thing I guess I'll show off really quickly are the Gemini. So 2 heavy autocannons and then Gorgons. It has escort package, but you really don't need it. This thing is at the back line. It's usually never near the cruiser anyway, so it's not really getting much out of escort. The thing that got cut from the video actually, and what I wanted to demonstrate was cycling, that I never got a chance to because our flux dissipation was always better than our weapon flux. So what I wanted to demonstrate is, even though we're building up flux, and normally you want to build flux dissipation to be higher than your weapon flux, if you can introduce cycling, then that's okay. But the fights we went against were so easy that we carve through the enemy before they could present any challenge. So hopefully as I grow the fleet and take on harder bounties, we can actually see cycling, and as we get better quality of weapons, we can actually see that in action. And then there's the drover, which we also added longbows, longbow here as well. Longbows, more Gorgons, and then light dual autocannons. Our carriers were supposed to be long range kinetic threats, so that was their responsibility, and then the longbows with their sabots, of course, also being kinetic threat. And then finally, well, I won't say finally because there's the Centurion. But here are the vigilances. So very important: Dragonfire torpedoes along with hypervelocity drivers, and then the officers. They need to have target analysis and missile specialization. Hello, Jake. Hello, Tyler. Love the vids. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy them. It's very important that your officers, if you're going to do the Wolfpack tactic strategy, have target analysis and missile specialization. This should be elite, but I don't have the story points to go around. But this is what's going to maximize your damage, especially target analysis. So both officers have missile specialization and target analysis. This one has systems expertise, which is really nice because they can reload their missiles again. This is going to probably be our Gorgon pilot. Not Gorgon. Griffin pilot once we get a Griffin. Systems expertise and missile spec. And target analysis. This man was made for a Griffin. And then lastly, just the Centurion. It's the last safety override ship in the fleet, and its job is just strictly harassing and moving around the battlefields, causing all kinds of nuisance. It's loaded up with PD and then also kinetic pressure. And then I went over the logistics part of the fleet in the video that went up. Oh, Prometheus. So, let's look at bounties to see what's available to us. We can't quite do the 200k bounties yet. But we may, like, we could definitely do this bounty, and that's something. Oh, it's 15 days. How far is it? This would be a wonderful bounty to do because they have midline ships that we definitely want. So I would love to have that champion, but with 15 days left, I don't know if we can make it there. Cygnus Nebula? Be there in 20 days. They have black hole system. We might be able to make that. This will be a pretty challenging fight, but I think it's definitely worth it. DM Destroyer, DM Destroyer. I didn't realize they tell you what kind of ship it is. Heavy strike cruiser. Support cruiser. Interesting. And then 10 other ships. So those other ships are going to be frigates. Some of them can be monitors. Is that okay? Can we kill a monitor yet? Potentially. Alright, I'm going to buy a bunch of fuel and see if I can't make it to this bounty. I don't know if we'll get paid out for it, but at least the bounty will still exist and we can decide whether or not we want to fight it. I would love to get some of these ships. Alright, let's try it. So we need to head over to Salamanca and buy their fuel. Sold me on the small galaxy, always use normal, but it's way more fun when stuff's compact. Yes. I haven't played on a normal size galaxy in a long time. And it's hard getting used to the size of the galaxy. I'll take these heavy burst lasers while I'm here. Take those two. Wasps. I'm actually gonna take wasps as point. I don't need that many. Because I'm going against another midline fleet, I'm going to neuter their missiles by using wasps to intercept what they have going on, and I think that'll be worthwhile. Just give you caps more than anything. And then you really don't need escort package. Let's just give you more capacity. We'll give you target analysis. Oh. Nice, and we'll give you systems expertise. So when we do get our Griffins, these two will probably be our different pilots. Alright, but for right now, you don't need to pilot that. You just need like a basic person in there. There we go. $14 days. 20 days of burst ban. I don't know. We might be able to make this. There's not really a clear path. We might just have like emergency burn or something through it. So I did take, what is it? Sensors, so I can move a little faster through the storm, so that might help us get there on time. Let's see. We're moving at 14 through the storms instead of the normal 8 that you travel at, so a little risky here. Okay. Hoping this is the ice giant? No. How far away is this? Two days remain. Well. Nah, I think we missed the bounty by like 1 day. Okay. So here is the enemy fleet. Looks like we have half a day left, so I'm not sure what'll happen here. I don't know if you get like an extra day. I think we made the right call though, by bringing wasps instead of the longbows that we intended. We should be able to swat down a lot of these vigilances. So that cuts basically the fleet in half. Myself and the Sunder should be able to pop the hammerheads pretty easily, especially if they start pre-firing and they work their flux up. So that should be fine, which will leave a champion, 2 eagles left. I believe I don't think our Centurion is going to be able to harass the eagles, but we'll try to just keep them busy while we work on the rest of the fleet. If they pressure us, then we'll just use the trio of hammerheads that we have to try to destroy one of the eagles and just hope that the other one is busy. I don't have an answer for the champion, but hopefully the champion isn't like too dangerous and we just get to it when we get to it. The monitors are a bit annoying. I don't really want to see them, but it is what it is. Okay. So let's give it a shot. So let's assess what kind of ships we're going against now that we can see their weapons. The champion has a dragonfire, which is horrifying. Hopefully their officer doesn't have target analysis. I really don't want to see that. This is like the worst champion that we could possibly fight. The eagle is me but weaker. And this eagle is just annoying. It's a beam eagle, which isn't too bad. We can kind of ignore it. A lot of kinetic damage. Interesting. We should be able to deal with the hammerheads, no problem. We'll just work to get those off the battlefield as quickly as possible. The vigilances, packing gorgons and gazers, that's just more kinetic damage, so we just got to be aware of like what's going on. But the wasp should work to intercept those weapons, or those missiles. And then we got monitors, which I believe were nerfed, but still can be annoying. All right. All right. Ooh. Here we go. Get rid of the vigilances. Get rid of the hammers. Trio of hammerheads on the eagle. Support where we need. Centurion runs interference. Yes. Cool. This is our first big battle. All right. So I think we let the enemy crash into us. I think we tell everyone to defend. Oh, you can't. Sorry, it's been so long. You can't give a defend command to an objective that you don't control. All right, so I'm just going to tell everyone to hang out here. We'll probably fight in the corner and let the enemy kind of spread itself thin. And with that pinpoint accuracy of our auto lance, we should be able to pick those targets off. I have no idea. Right. So I don't remember if this made it into the video or not, but one of the difficulties with being in that transition stage to a long-range fleet is because we don't have any griffins, we're losing a lot of power in the back line, so we're unable to shoot through our own ships, obviously, right? So if there was an enemy here, I would have to wait for clearing between all of our ships before I could use our auto lens on it. So that's just something to be aware of. So that's what we want to see. We want to see the enemy like slowly trickle into us, and then we just ambush it immediately. Any opportunity we get where we can start hitting those ships early is going to be basically like not an auto win, but it's huge momentum in our favor because these auto lances will quickly delete whatever's left of their ship. So we just want to be careful, making sure not to overextend. Oh, you have extended shield. That's no fun. I was hoping the monitor didn't have extended shields, so that way I could just shoot it in the back, but it's not, okay. Okay, guy. Well, so this is what happens when you have, ambitious officers. This Sunder is going to get deleted. Yes. Immediately. Which sucks. The Sunder is our counterpart, so the Sunder applies the kinetic damage that we need in order to quickly take down these ships. But obviously if it goes ahead of everyone else, then it's not useful to anyone. Alright. So we'll kind of just let our missiles do the damage for us. Something that hard stomps monitors in the early game is a Harbinger, but if you don't have a Harbinger, if you have a Tachyon lens, that also will destroy a monitor pretty easily. Alright, I think we have to get this champion off the battlefield. And now that the Eagles are down here, I'm going to go ahead and give that eliminate command. The reason being is those Dragonfires are just too dangerous. Hey, I can shoot them down. I forgot you can actually just like shoot missiles. So we do want to keep an eye on the rest of our fleet. I think we're gonna be okay. Okay. So a little bit of a risky adventure there. But now that we got the champion off the battlefield, this fleet is significantly weaker. I'm going to give the harass command now to the champion. I think it can handle one eagle by itself. I am going to give eliminate command. I'm going to give engage commands to the hammerheads. And then these have gazers. You have a Gorgon. We'll try to spin around and shoot down this vigilance as we drift back to the left here, and then start attacking. We can cancel this. We can just do that. As we start attacking this eagle over here. Hopefully they split and this eagle, it doesn't take a liking towards Rover. I'm gonna dump flux really quickly. As we spin around here. Losing the vigilance sucks. But that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna help our buddy out here. Oh. Oh. The Eagle is supposed to be like the fast cruiser, and it's just so slow. It's fine, though. So not quite where we want to be, necessarily. Oh, actually, no. This is fine. This is perfect. Um, we are surrounding their Eagle. We have enough support here. There should be enough kinetic damage that we can drive its shields up. And every opportunity that we get, we're going to play into it, making sure that we're attacking that gray spot. Every time it puts its shield up, or its shield down, we definitely want to attack there. I've never seen a cruiser spin out like a shepherd. That's interesting. All right. We're gonna clean this up with some engage commands down here. I don't want my fleet to split off quite yet. You guys can both handle that. Actually, yeah, you three can handle that. And I want you to go engage that. I may have to put like unstable injectors. No, I mean like that's silly. Their vigilance was destroyed. That's unfortunate. What loadout is best for Eagle under control? I have a better Eagle build, which I can show off, but I don't remember if it's safety overrides or not. Alright, so a little messy, but I think this is a completely different fight if we had a Griffin. So I think we did well. They were definitely a much stronger fleet, but I think bringing the Wasp helped neutralize those vigilances, and then committing to that early champion kill, even though we had to split up our fleet, worked out in our favor. And the Centurion did a really good job harassing the we'll help ourselves out here, harassing the Eagle. Yeah, the Eagle's really awkward to build. Don't worry, it's not you, it's the Eagle. You got. Oh, actually, here we can demonstrate cycling. So, this is cycling. So, what should happen? I don't know his temperament. No, I think he's aggressive. But what should happen is once the flux gets above half, you should see this hammerhead fly backwards, and then one of these two hammerheads should fly up to the Eagle. This is what should happen, but maybe not. Oh yeah, see, it's happening. No, well. No. Okay, well, in theory, it is supposed to back off. What's supposed to happen there is they're supposed to cycle out. So when he was really high flux, he was supposed to drop back, and then another hammerhead should have took his place. But it is what it is. Anyway, we win that fight. Not handily, but again, it was a pretty difficult fight. So I'm just glad everyone made it home. Yeah, no, the eagle is fat and slow, and it's really easy to hit. So something, I don't think I've talked about it, but something that also goes into picking a good ship is the ship's profile. The eagle, so like the eagle is really fat and wide, and it doesn't provide enough firepower forward to justify its width. Something like the champion has a large energy slot on the front of its ship, and a large missile slot on the front of its ship, and it has higher energy focus. So whatever you slap on the front of a champion definitely deserves to be there, which is why I don't mind how wide the champion is. The eagle doesn't have that. The eagle just has a bunch of medium slots, which like for energy weapons, who cares? Medium energy weapons are like the worst size armament in the game. Um, the Fury is the same way. It has I think two medium energy slots, but it's so wide. Whereas the Aurora has two energy mediums, two universal mediums, and then four missile or energy slots on the front of it, like small ones. So it's a sleeker profile, and you get a better suite of weapons. I don't know if we'll get this vigilance. We'll see. Sick. Nice. All right, so three ships lost on our end, which is a fair trade. One vigilance did get away. We will pursue it. We'll let our second in command. Well, no, we'll pursue it. We'll pursue it. We'll try to take an eagle, or we'll try to take a hammerhead and see if we can keep up with it. We will take command of the action. We'll deploy ourselves, and then we'll put the Centurion to the side and see if the Centurion can't intercept it. Oh yeah, yeah, good. Secure the objective. Great. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of the Eagle. I'm looking to replace them as quickly as possible. I went out of my way to pick the Eagle because I never use it, and I know it's a lot of people's favorites, so I want to show off some builds with it. Yes. So, it's time to put our money where our mouth is and see if we're going to spend a story point on a second Eagle. I don't think so. If this was the champion, I'd probably take it. I'm not spending a story point on the eagle. Hopefully we can recover it if it falls out of like the salvage screen or something. Alright, but we will take all these ships. We get to add a hammerhead to the fleet, which is really nice, and we also get to add another vigilance, which I'm super happy for. I was really hoping to get that champion, man. Get a heavy mauler, which is nice. And we do get the bounty. So we were able to do a 181,000 bounty, which I think is a good demonstration of the fleet. Hey, and we get another vigilance. Let's go. Nope, it doesn't look like anything fell out. Okay. Check the probe. Sure. Oh yeah, they don't have shields. I can just fire my harpoons. Alright, so we should have plenty of supply and fuel to make it back home. So actually, before we do that, I want to see if there's a research station in this area. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Nope. Alright, let's head home. Is the hammer overdriven? No. So I've converted these hammerheads. Oh, crew understrength. That's not good. We'll mothball you. So I converted the hammerheads over to long range builds. So they use a hyper velocity driver as well as a heavy mauler, which these should be on the same channel. Uses the hyper velocity driver and heavy mauler to do damage at a distance. They're really effective. Oh yeah, we did that fight without the Sunder, by the way, because we lost that very early in the fight. Okay. Okay. The only thing I did there was I changed the auto fit slightly so that the weapon groups were correct. So if I have to jump in a hammerhead like in the middle of a fight, I don't have wonky controls. I'm so excited. I have 2 more vigilances for free. Alright, let's head back to Samara. We'll just head back to Samara. We could do some light exploration while we're here, but not jeopardize anything. Alright. Hopefully hostilities haven't broken out between the Persians and the Hedge. Nope. Cool. So we can go ahead and refill our tanks. Interesting. So you only have 3 destroyers, and then it shows frigates. We might be able to do this. It's just so far away. Ooh. So I'm not going to take the Executor because that's a Lions Guard ship. I'm going to take whatever the standard one is, but that's interesting. We could definitely do this fight. And then we can't quite do this one yet. Well, maybe. You have 10 other ships. Maybe. We might do this trio of bounties. We have enough time, so let's go ahead and get some fuel. Sphinx. Remember to scan your giants. Ooh. Big payout. I'll take 2 Gauss cannons in anticipation of using them later on. I'll take a railgun. Take some Savopods for the Griffin that we're gonna get. We don't have any contraband, so if they search us, that's fine. Like, we don't really care. And then we'll buy fuel off the black market. That should be fine. Swap 92 fuel for 216 metals. Oh, that's like that's the worst trade I've ever seen. Ew. All right. We need crew. Let's get crew while we're here. Trade crew. I'll take the Storm Needlers too. I'm not sure if I'll use those, but it's there might be opportunity later down the line. We'll learn Accelerated Shield. And then let's head home so that we can outfit the rest of our ships. You were scrambling to say crew? Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I checked that. Sometimes I forget. I don't think I have any more Dragonfires though, so I'm gonna have to purchase some from Kazaron. Hello, Anthony. All right. Oh, never mind. We get bailed out. There are Dragonfires for sale here. All right. So in the refit screen, I can't believe I haven't saved this, but we'll name this one Dragon Fire. Auto fits. We'll take the officers from our carriers. Our carriers are self-sufficient. They don't need officers. And we'll take the target analysis officers and put them inside of the vigilances, even above the hammerheads. Like, I don't necessarily know if we need a level 4 officer in there, but that's good enough. Nice. Cool, so you get target analysis anyway. So I will put you in here. Put our better quality officers in our hammerheads. Okay. So we need another officer, but I think in order to acquire more officers, we need officer management. So we'll probably look to get that next. Trade. Vanilla or modded? This is all vanilla. This is part of Fit to Fight, the series I have ongoing with... it's a tutorial series to fleet composition and shipbuilding. Missile nerf when? Never. Don't ever say that. Alright. I think I'm gonna take needlers over railguns. The point of this ship is to drive up the kinetic pressure as quickly as possible. To that extent, then, should we use ion pulsers instead of IR auto lances? I kind of like having 2 sources of IR auto lances, so we'll keep those. Change you guys back to longbows. I'm gonna give you extended shield so you have 360 coverage. Leads. Give you field modulation. And I think we're ready to head over to Kazaron. Hopefully we can find a griffin. If we find a griffin in Kazaron, then I think we can take on these bounties. So in the meantime... Oh, I took this as a trophy. I don't know if you guys ended up seeing that fight. This was revenge for Silent Knights and never getting a Revenant. Since we're in the core worlds, we can go ahead and shrink our fleet. We don't need to carry all these ships. We'll keep the cruiser with us just in case. And we'll take the drover. Okay. So let's head over to Kazaron. I did one modded series called Rum Runners where I role played in Nexarland. Oh, you guys are so lucky. As the pirates, and we conquered, I believe it was Eos Exodus, and used that as like a place to launch pirate fleets. We ended up stabilizing the pirates. We bought them a ton of supplies, sold them really nice blueprints, and they kind of like took over the rest of the galaxy. Kazaron should be this one. The Revenant is useless. The only thing it's good for is really like smuggling missions. I needed it for Silent Knights because I restricted myself to only phase ships, and it's the only phase frigate that can carry cargo. So what I had to do was every time I won a fight, I would have to do like 6 round trips back and forth, picking up supplies, dropping them off, coming back out to hyperspace, grabbing more supplies. And you guys didn't see that, but to be faithful to the challenge, I never used a non-phase ship. It was miserable. I think I only had like 3 opportunities to get one, and I failed each time. I had 6 dooms and no revenants. Like, what are the chances? I'll take some gorgons. I'll take ion cannons. I haven't used ion cannons yet. I really like these. I just haven't had an opportunity yet. And I'll take some Yolmirs. I'll take ECM package. ECM package is really nice. It gives you range advantage over your opponents. Okay. Champion, that's good. I like to see a champion. I need a griffin though in the military tab. Yes! Hell yeah. Oh. Oh! Oh, but I have no credits left. Oh, but I have none credits. But I have just enough credits to buy a griffin. Ooh, boy, when is our payout? Ooh, it's December 10th. Boy. Tyler. Alright, well I'm glad you joined the stream. Hopefully you saw those 2 griffins that we purchased. So, unlike the eagle The Griffins are a massive, absolutely massive increase in damage for the fleet. These are disrespectful. I've always loved the Griffin, but after the introduction of the new missiles, these things are behemoths. We have the perfect officers for them. So we have systems expertise, officers with missile specialization, with target analysis. So all of their they come with expanded missile racks built in. It doesn't cost any ordnance points. That is its hull mod. That's its free hull mod. So it starts with double the missiles. And because it's built in, you don't have the downsides of slower missile fire rate, right? The officers have missile specialization, so you're getting 3 times the missiles. Then the special ability is missile auto forge. So it gets to reload all of its missiles. All of its missiles gets reloaded. But it's a special ability. So going back to the officer with systems expertise, they get an additional charge on that reforge. Like, what? And I'm pretty sure when it gets reloaded, it reloads to the maximum capacity. So it should get triple the missiles 3 times. And we have 2 of them. My brother. All right. So let's head back to YMA. We will outfit these bad boys, and I will absolutely hit up all 3 of those bounties that were presented to us. This is disgusting. I hope to get 1, but getting 2 is just unfair. Oh. These things are gross. All right. Now, the thing is, it's early game, so I don't know if I have the weapons, or I don't know if I have all the missiles that I need to make this thing destructive. I've been trying to pick up really good missiles as I've been playing, but we'll see what we can cook up. So there's a couple options we can go, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one for anti-frigate. And this will be a Locust build. And then I think I'll make one that's just like anti-ship. And this one will be a Dragonfire. So we'll do anti-frigate first. The reason we need this is we can repurpose. I don't think we'll need it right now, but we can repurpose the Eagle to be more offensive and not have to worry about dealing with frigates. So we can replace these IR auto lances with like maybe ion beams, grav beams, or we could like retire the Eagle. Not sure, but we'll just save this build, and then we'll probably end up just doing 2 anti-ships. But we'll set this up really quickly. I think a heavy autocannon is fine. On the sides, we're probably looking for Gorgons, but we don't have medium Gorgons. No, we don't. We'll do harpoons then. No, we have medium Gorgons, don't we? We have a medium Gorgon on the Gemini. But we only have 1. Okay, that's fine. We'll just set this one up then. We'll do some point defense around the outside. We'll make this one light machine gun. And then on the front of the ship, we'll just dot it with Gorgons. Actually, we'll do Savos on the side. give it some nice versatility. And then, of course, we need ECM package. ECCM package, rather. We'll do ECM package. And then something that I like to do is unstable injector. Just to make sure that the Griffin can keep up with some of the rest of our fleet. The unstable injector reduces your weapon range, but it doesn't really matter because you're mostly relying on your Griffin for missiles, and missiles aren't affected by unstable injector. And other than that, I think we'll just give it capacity. And we'll just name this one anti-frigate. We'll do this. Sabos alternating, Griffins alternating, and then that should be fine. And we'll name this one anti-frigate. And now for the fun. 3 heavy machine gun eagles are a thing? Yeah. I can jump into my other save where I have an eagle build that was working really well for me. Okay. So this is going to be the anti-ship. This is the ship to end all ships. So I think we are just committing to Dragonfires. We doing this nonsense? We doing Reaper nonsense? I think these have to be Sabopods though. These could, well, I mean they could be Dragonfires. Oh. Dragonfires are Sabos. I think they have to be Dragonfires. If you're gonna bring a Griffin, you might as well bring Dragonfires. And then on the front can be Gorgons. Long range, I want a hyper velocity driver. And then I want to make sure this thing is ultra protected. So we're going to do Vulcans in the back. Light build machine guns on the side. ECCM package. And then ECM package. And we could go integrated targeting unit as an option. Fully negates weapon range reduction and makes the ship's missiles always ignore flares. Am I building this in? Always ignore flares. No, because any ship that has flares, we're just gonna kill outright. Because most ships that have flares are civilian hulls, and if they're civilian hulls, the most annoying one to deal with is what, the Venture, the Apogee. No, we don't need ECCM built in for the Apogee. Alright. I think actually I'm going to cut to the point defense so that I can give it unstable injector and give it an ounce of capacity. And then we'll do this one like this. And then I believe we have, well, I mean, we could just take a Dragonfire from our Vigilance. I think Salamanca had Dragonfires. You had Dragonfires, right? Oh, well, we can't afford Dragonfires. Alright. For this fight specifically, I'm gonna bring some Sabos. And the reason being is we do want some kind of... we don't need the Wayfarer. How did you get in here? The reason being is we do want some kinetic pressure. Alright. So where are our guys? It's going to be you, and it's going to be you. Probably want you in the Sunder. And then everyone else can get in the Vigilance. Okay. And now I have to make a tough choice. Do I put a level 5 officer in the Vigilance so we get a better drag? I guess we don't need that because now we have Griffins. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at those bounties again. I don't think we need Wasp for any of those. We do need crew though. We'll sell all this on the black market. And then we'll pick up some crew. No, that's the Dragonfire that I put back. Okay. You scoundrel. Oh, we need a lot of crew. Why do we need so much crew? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the loadout up here. We'll steal the Gorgons off the Drover so we can give them to the Griffin. And then these need to be salvos. There we go. I guess you'll just have dual maulers, which is fine. Be a little unorthodox, which is okay. And then let me just make sure everyone else is okay. And we'll give you the dragon fire. Okay. I think we're good to go now. All right. We just need a ton of fuel and then off to the bounties. We will need supply. Tritachyon is still hostile to us, so we won't stop in Myasura. We'll stop in Westernese on the way out for more fuel and then head off to these bounties. Yeah, the Griffin is insane. Hopefully these bounties show why I value it so much and why I value missiles so much. I know a lot of people like think missiles like are limited and should be discounted. No, man, missiles are great. Missiles kick ass. I believe this is where we want to stop. Stop by Finkelhund. Grab an ounce of fuel. We just need to wait 2 days for a payout. And then we'll grab some more fuel. Then we'll buy some supply. Head over here to offload real quick. Alright. I think we have enough. Yeah, we should be able to make it through all three. So let's go to our first one, collect the bounty, and then this should be enough to purchase like an actual amount of fuel and still have enough time to make it to the other bounties. Alright, so also hopefully we get another shot at taking the champion. I also wouldn't mind a heron. Oh, the wasps would have been good for the heron. It should be fine, whatever. Dwarf primary star. So it's one of these two. Oh, Dylan. What's the score? Just started a new playthrough. So this is the behind the scenes for Fit to Fight. So I'm showing off how I acquire ships, what ships I acquire, and how I build them in real time. Oh, that's wonderful. All right. So here's the bound. Oh yeah, the Wasp would have did really well here. That's fine. So I'm really considering just like full assaulting. I mean, we should treat them with a little bit of respect, but the Griffins are just going to tear through this fleet. Yeah, we'll just move it to a gauge. We'll figure out the strategy as we go. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna take the trio, put the trio over here. Take my auxiliary forces, put them over there, and then we'll figure out. I'm gonna add the Griffins to group 1. And I'm just gonna have group 1 follow me. I think we're just gonna crash into the enemy. I mean, this is gonna be disrespectful. Something I need to work on. As you see over here, enemy ECM rating. Uh, ECM rating. So we want to make sure that we maximize this whenever we can, so that way we minimize the enemy's range as much as possible. It means that they have to fly closer to us if they want to engage us, and since we're already maxing our weapon range, it just feeds more into our advantage, basically. All right. So with our Griffins by our side, we'll leave the trio over here. I don't know what you guys did. Oh, actually, now it's not a trio. It's a quartet. There's a fourth. There's a fourth hammer. You can go over there. We'll leave you guys over here, and then we'll stay in the middle, see who comes down the middle, and then just lean to either side to blow them up. Looks like they're gonna need help on the right side, so let's go over there. Oh yeah, you guys should be fine. This isn't really fair, but let's find a good target. All right. So if I give my Griffins the engage command, I'm really not paying attention to the rest of my fleet. I'm kind of leaving them on their own. But like, I really just want to see these guys have fun. I'm not being kind to my ships. All right, hold on. Let's actually be a commander real quick. All right, you guys should be able to deal with that. That's fine. Let's take this group and let's just have them back up. We'll cancel this and then we'll deal with this. I hate that we lost the Sunder because I was just being greedy with damage. Oh, that's no fun. You have a paladin. All right. We'll cancel this then. Oh no, it's all falling apart. Oh no! Woo! Oh no, this is not good. Alright, come back to me. Alright. I'm not gonna be able to do this by myself. And I'm facing the wrong way. Do I commandeer the Griffin? I need my hammers. And they're over there wasting their time with the Falcon. Alright, this is what I get for not being a good commander. What I should have done was respect the fact that we're going against another midline fleet. And I should have fought in the corner and let them crash into me instead of splitting my fleet off to go do their own thing. Like we could have took these two objectives, but then fall back to one of them. I mean, ultimately, we still have hammers that we can rely on that are a little more effective. But I think if we can protect the Griffin and then organize a retreat back over to the hammers once we get a command point, then we should be fine. We should have brought Wasps. Also, we should have paid attention to what we were doing. Ugh, you do have auto lenses. That's spicy. Do we take control of Griffin and get back over to the hammers? And there's a heron up there, right? No, the heron's down here. You. combat endurance, systems expertise. No, I thought you had point defense. You don't. You just have a paladin. Paladin. Ugh. I mean, we're tanky enough. All of our sides are softened though. This IR Autolance is destroying us, especially with target analysis. Oh shoot, we're flamed out. Why couldn't the Griffin be on this side? Alright. I think we just have to see how long we can tank. Get a command point. I wish I had relay so I could get more command points. Tank as long as we can. Once we get a command point, tell the Griffin to go back with the hammers. Have the hammers escort the Griffin, and then probably jump in one of the hammers and deal with this nonsense. You need to be on this side. If this Griffin does survive, it is the better of the two Griffins because it has sabos. I think. Actually, no. Instead of jumping in the hammer, I think we'll jump in the Griffin and then use the hammers to protect us. I should have brought one with Locust Swimmer. I was being greedy. Alright, that's the plan. That did not last long enough. Alright. Okay. Well, we have one command point. Let's make the most of it. Well, that's not how we wanted to spend it. We'll cancel that order. We will group. We're probably gonna lose the Griffin. How are we gonna do this? We'll give you the harass command. Well, you have 76% CR. You should be fine. We'll have you defend the Drover. Have you defend the Drover, and then we'll just take one of the hammers. And before we lose the Griffin, we'll just fire off everything. That we have. Shame. It's a shame. I should have brought one Locust to deal with the frigates. And then Wasps to deal with the to also deal with the missiles. I forgot missile buffs go both ways. Alright, what do we got? Well, I mean, if we just put everything on auto fire, it should all auto fire. So just, I guess, fire what you got. We'll target. I don't know. I mean the What's? I mean, I guess. Well, what I would love to kill is the champion. It isn't really a threat in itself, but it is just annoying. I guess the Heron would be the biggest issue. Hmm. I don't know. What are we gonna kill? I mean, practically what we can kill are the vigilances. Yeah. I guess let's just kill a vigilance. No, no, that's dumb. We should just kill a hammer if we're gonna fire everything. Yeah, let's see. Well, we didn't get anything off, unfortunately. Alright, that's fine. We'll take a hammer. Ugh. So the thing is, I don't restart. If I lose a fleet, I lose a fleet. I mean, it's good for you guys. You guys are gonna have more content. Um, but like, if this fleet goes, this fleet goes. Them's the rules. All right. They have the command to defend the drover, so kind of just deal with that as it happens. Yeah. Oh no! Do not do not eliminate the champion. Hmm. So one of the issues, and I should have paid attention to this. Eagles or not Eagles, Falcons are notorious time wasters. They're really good at drawing away ships from the fight. So I don't like the Falcon, but because it has maneuvering jets, it's really hard to pin down, even if you have a ton of range. So I think if I could redo this fight, I would keep my hammers close to the rest of my fleet and use them in between the spaces to make sure that we're not surrounded and that we have good pressure if the enemy does try to approach us. But because four of my hammerheads were tied up trying to kill this idiot, uh, we lost a lot of DPS. And then, of course, like obviously, I wasn't paying attention to all the ships that we were losing. Hmm. I mean, if we can kill the Heron, we can start to work this down. But their hammers are still healthy. I mean, I know we can kill their vigilances. Their vigilances are pretty spent. And we just have to deal with the Falcon on our wing. I'm debating whether I should do a full retreat right now and save at least like two hammers and then rebuild the fleet, or if I should try to push through the rest of this fight. Because me and another hammer could kill the Heron. The champion isn't really a problem. Nah, I wish I kept some safety overrides builds. If I had safety overrides builds, this could probably go better. No, I can spend a story point to get our freighters out the way. Yeah, because they're gonna pursue us. No, we don't have a clean disengage. Yes, this is Vanilla Star Sector. Yep, I mostly do vanilla content. And yes, Prometheus, this does not look great. I was debating whether or not I should try to continue the fight or issue a full retreat. And I think we just have to issue a full retreat, and whoever survives, survives, and we'll rebuild the fleet from there. I don't know how much you missed, but we basically bought 2 Griffins and then they got destroyed in our first fight because I was being stupid. No, I mean we're not gonna be able to deal with 2 Falcons and a Heron that's full of broadswords. Is that what these are? What are these? Yeah, we're not gonna be able to deal with all that. All right, we're just gonna issue a full retreat, and whoever survives survives. We'll keep the Eagle busy or the Falcon busy, and we'll try to shepherd our drover at least off the battlefield. Oh, you got like you will. You're probably dead. You might survive. I don't know if these two will make it. Let's see. Uh, I was trying to fight to give these guys like clearance, but I don't think they're gonna make it out either. Ah, we'll get one out, possibly. Woo! That IR auto lance is lethal. Ah. Uh, It's a damn shame. Oh, rip to the maiden voyage. Oh. Goes to show you, man, Persian fleets are not a joke. Do not underestimate them. Post-mortem, definitely bringing a locust would have helped us out to very quickly eliminate these frigates. Also would have gave us missile superiority, so a lot of their grazers and Gorgons would have got shot down by the locusts. So when we do rebuild the fleet, we will include locusts in that. Uh, Bringing wasps in our fighters was the correct move. Again, we don't really need the kinetic damage since we have so many hypervelocity drivers. Having the wasps instead to provide that close quarters point defense would have been nice. So anything that the locust didn't shoot down, the wasp would have covered. And then not sending our fleet, our hammerheads out on that wild goose chase to chase down that falcon, and instead keeping them in the fleet would have protected us. And then other than that, just fighting in the corner, we would have done significantly better if we just rallied the fleet together and just not went off in a million different directions. This rebuild is gonna suck because thinking about it, I only have like a Wayfarer and a kite, and we're gonna get paid out 40K so I can get a hammerhead maybe. But oh boy, tough times. We will pay a story point to disengage because I cannot afford to lose my freighters. But we will carry on. Oh, well, the good news is we can probably make a ton of money exploring now that we have a light fleet. So there's bright side. Alright. Ugh. So very, very painfully we limp back home. You never had this issue because it saves come through lack of integrity. So a lot of people say Star Sector is too easy, or you end up in the late game with too much money. That's why. Right? If you never lose a fight, then yeah. But I mean, like, if you lose a fight, like I lost my entire fleet, so now I have to build back. That's gonna take a while. Like I'm gonna be in the dumps for a while. But that's what makes it fun, right? Because I learned my lesson. I learned don't do Persian bounties unless you have sufficient missile superiority. Not like a little bit. You need an absolute. Oh, I need to be very careful. I don't have any fighter ships. Uh, you need like absolute dominance. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Alright, no pirates, no pirates. Well, I mean, we can burn another story point if we need to. But. Woo! Alright, I think all we have is a Wayfarer and a kite. Let me see. Oh. Oh, we lost all of our missiles. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. Boy. Shoot. Well, the good news is it's a little different now. Because we have freighters, we can do trade missions. So not all is lost. Like we don't have to fight to get our way back in. We can trade things. You guys want to see reverse antimatter blaster Wayfarer? That's always fun. I don't have guided missiles. Let's see if we can get 2 guided missiles off of Salamanca. We get a trope of singles. Das ist nicht gut. Alright. A single Atropos. Yeah. So we're gonna sit an officer in here with missile specialization, and then we will take control of the Wayfarer, and it'll have the bonus from missile specialization. So we'll spawn with more Tropus than we normally would if we were commandeering the ship. And then we'll just do light assault guns, and then we'll do safety overrides. Grumpy when he loses a fleet. I sleep. Grumpy when he loses Savos. Oh. Real. What's she gonna take up? Oh. Oh, you're not the hedge version, so you don't have more OP. I'm not gonna build in militarized subsystems. I can't give you safety override. I mean, I could give you safety overrides, but then we have to use some garbage. Like just actual detritus. And you can't get expanded Misdirects. Alright, well, we'll give you unstable injector then. And we'll give you 2 Sabos, and then we'll give you expanded Misdirects. That's not fun. Despite losing our entire fleet, we're not going to resort to smuggling drugs for pirates. I think Titan Grant has a little more respect than that. Alright, so upsides. We are only spending 1 supply a day. We have very minimal crew requirements. We have a small fleet profile, which is good. So we can do satellite drop-offs. We have a lot of cargo space, so we can do trade missions. And we have salvage rigs still, so if we do come across any ships that we can salvage or habitats, whatever, then we'll get bonus resources from them. So, let's do the rounds. Let's go to the different bars and see if we can't get good trade missions and develop a contact ideally. So let's head to Western East. Oh, also we have incredible fuel range, so that's good. We'll head to Western East, talk to all the people there, and then see if we can't get a contact. Or get a trade mission and then turn them into a contact. I will start with Alomar. No. Again, I don't think we'll sully ourselves by dealing with pirates. We might get into black market trading though, if it comes down to it. Nothing that's contraband, obviously, but still. Well, I mean, let's save the few credits we do have. Nothing that's contraband, but definitely buying on the black market and then selling to areas with shortages would be helpful. New. There's only pirates in the bar. Alright. It's just pirates. Okay. So unfortunately, total miss there. We'll head over here. We'll definitely make sure to avoid that. Okay. You have 8,000 units of organics that need to be moved. Epiphany is under Luddic Path. No. I was like, oh, the path is the safe one. No, the Luddic Path are the pathers. We for 330,000 credits would love to, but one, we're not going to trade with the terrorist faction, and then two, we couldn't even carry this if we wanted to. Plus, I'm pretty sure we'd get ambushed as soon as we jumped in the system. Ah. All right. Good start though. That's closer to the direction that we want to be in. Alright, Madiera, what do you have? Okay. No, we will not go bomb Tritachyon. Let's head over here to the habitats. It's located like here-ish. I'm gonna approach it with our transponder off. So that way if there were pirates in the area, we wouldn't get stopped. Guys. Oh yeah, also, what ships do you have? I'm not using a standard brawler. Oh! Okay, well that works. You weren't a pirate, right? Oh yeah, okay, perfect. Nice, and we also generate a contact doing that. Alright, we're so back. Can only move officers under your command. Am I not an officer? Alright, as soon as we can get our hands on it, we need an assault chain gun. But that's definitely a huge help. Alright, let's head over to Kazaron. So... we'll make a contact that we want to revisit, so that way we can generate bounties from her. This looks like Kazaron. We'll pick up a vigilance, but first let's check the bar. You want me to bomb Epiphany? No. And you want me to raid Captain Starworks? I'd love to, but I don't have 150 Marines. Okay. Every officer just has missile specialization. I don't know what the seed is. Alright, we'll buy a vigilance. Great. Upgrade these to Scorgons. Upgrade those to harpoons. Okay. Should be fine. We're hostile with Tritachyon, but if I leave my transponder off, they shouldn't bother me. And we should be able to check the bar in Marioth. Probably gonna get inspected here, that's fine. We want to leave our transponder off. Head over here to Marioth. Okay. The port clerk speaks broadly about how cargo goes missing all the time. A generous stock of 30 supplies might go missing. It's earmarked, of course, for the rich bastards. One of those Kazaron combines. They can afford replacements on the open market. Surely you can explain that the credits would be necessary for the trouble. Oh, 80 per unit. Yeah. So I don't really care about getting the supplies. Getting them cheap is nice. But I really want to generate a trade contact so that if we ever end up in the same situation, we can go to her for nice, easy payouts. If you watch Long Haul, I did a lot of trade contact contracts towards the end, and that's how I made a lot of my money. And she didn't become a contact. You suck. Yes, I would like to consider my military options. I don't see Tritachyon around us, so I'm very gonna quickly turn our transponder on. I was hoping to see any kind of high explosive weapon in here, but we don't get one. That's fine. And of course, there's nothing in there. Alright. We can be a little sneaky and head over to Port Say and see if they have a assault chain gun for us. They don't. Nah, We don't need anything. The heck was that? Oh, I guess you shouldn't go to bars if you're hostile. I've never seen that before. Cool. I wonder if there's like multiple outcomes that can happen there and we got lucky. Alright, I think I have a spare chain gun at home, so we'll equip that. And then we'll see if we can do like some light bounties or something. Yeah, we have plenty assault chain guns. Alright. Why? It's the same team, brother. That was weird. We'll pick up the high velocity drivers and we'll need more dragonfires. As well as gorgons. We'll take the small gorgons as well. Yeah, what about cheap marines? No missions is tough though. Like we don't really have a direction that we can go. Check the intel screen. We go get an alpha core and sell it to a Tritachyon world. That's 300,000 credits. No, if I save scum, then like I feel like that's not fair. Cause like it proves that like not every fleet that I put together is good, or every decision that I make is good. But I want to show that like I'm not perfect. All right. Um, I'm gonna buy some fuel. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna buy some fuel. Think about like possible money makers that I can do, and I'll stream either tomorrow or the day after, and then we'll do a second rebuild. This time, I will put respect on the Persian bounty, and I won't just run around with my new toys. I might do some black market trading, like take heavy armaments and sell them off to the independent. I'm not gonna sell to the pirates, and I'm not gonna sell to the pathers, but the independents might need some heavy armaments, and those aren't considered contraband to the Persians. All right, gonna hit save, lock it in. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We didn't accomplish any of our goals. Well, we got close to accomplishing our goals, but then that bounty kind of kicked our ass. Um, I'll stream. I'll see if I have time to stream tomorrow. I'm usually busy, but either way, I'll give notice ahead of time so that you guys can funnel in. Thanks for everyone that stopped by. I hope it was entertaining at least. I know it was fun for me. But yeah, other than that, Grumpy out.